right, what's going on, guys? What's up? What's good? What's happening? Okay, let's have a look over at Jasmy, guys. So we had a bit of a breakout here. Well, we're trying to break out anyway. Out of our bull pennant, we broke out, came back inside again. So hopefully tomorrow we can break to the upside here on this daily candle that we have going on right now. Like I said, first test is going to be that 200-day SMA. It's going to be a challenge. Got to get through that, and then possibly up to this first resistance level, 2 cents 3. We'll see what's happening, right? Let's get into the chat a little bit, guys. As always, make sure you smash the like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Tara, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yamaha rockets, 100%. That's how it shows up on my screen. Savvy, what's up, brother? Nice to see you, man. Good to see you too, brother. Good to see you too, man. All right, so I guess not too many people in the chat right now, so I guess we'll just jump right on into the news, and we'll see what's going on. Like I said, the Jasmy charts looking bullish. We need that breakout, guys. Right now, the volume on Jasmy is atrocious, 66 million. Not even close to what we need to see. So not even close to what we need to see. So we need to see some more volume come in on Jasmy. Got a couple of clips for you here, guys. We're going to have a look at. Let's get into it here. Galaxy Shooters in the house. What's going on, man? All right, so first, guys, by the end of the year, Bitcoin could hit 100K. Listen up to this. Why is the volume not working? Can you guys hear it? Volume's not working now for some reason. I don't know why that is. Can you guys, let me know if you guys can hear the volume on that. Because I can't hear nothing. I don't know why that is. Let me refresh the page. No sound. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's weird. I got no sound either. I had sound earlier on it. Let's check out this. We got another clip, so let's check out the other one. We'll see if it was maybe just that clip. Matthew Siegel of Van X talking. Let's see what he's got to say.
Cryptocurrency itself this year, as you can see. But a new report suggests these businesses could be in store for a huge boost thanks to, of all things, well, what else these days? Artificial intelligence. So here to explain is Matthew Siegel, Van X head of digital assets research. This is an interesting development here because usually we talk about underlyings and the miners and things and how these things are supposed to be more high beta, bigger returns. What gives between that relationship with Bitcoin, the underlying, versus the miners?
Yeah, there's been a huge divergence year to date. Bitcoin's now up, say, 35%. These Bitcoin miners are essentially flat. So typically they are the higher beta plays on Bitcoin. And in the latest downdraft, they sold off quite a bit. And we think the market's missing a pretty strong underlying fundamentals.
Why? Why have they been selling off?
Just lack of interest, high beta, the unwind of the carry trade, like nothing specific that has to do with the Bitcoin miners that we can see. And what we do see is that week after week, these companies keep announcing new deals with AI companies, hyperscalers. We've seen at least 4 Bitcoin miners announce close to $1 billion revenue deals to transfer their energy to power AI, right? So we know that GPUs take about twice the power as CPUs, and we know that it takes about 4 years right now to connect to the grid in many locations. These miners have grid connections, and with a little bit of CapEx in some of these locations, they can repurpose these facilities in less than 1 year. The time value of that money, bringing that capacity on 3 years earlier, is huge. And these are typically companies with, I have to say it, bad balance sheets, either lots of debt and they all went bankrupt last cycle, or just continually issuing equity at the market. What these AI bids are doing is lowering the cost of capital and providing a more sustainable financing stream for these companies. So on our numbers, if they were to repurpose just 20% of their electrical capacity, we think the stocks can double with no change in the Bitcoin mining profits. So the numbers look very compelling.
All right, Matthew, help me with this. We just spent some time talking about the GGX. So that's the ETF that you guys are the issue of, okay? That's the gold miners. And so when we talk about gold also, you know, we've had this huge move in the dollar lower, which I know 4% doesn't sound like a lot in 6 weeks or so. It's a big move. We've seen gold make new incremental highs while the dollar's been making, you know, relative lows over the last few months. But one thing that's not participating in this move is Bitcoin right now. So, you know, it's had a series of lower highs, a series of lower lows. How do you explain that disconnect between what gold's doing right now and the way that Bitcoin's been acting over the last couple of months?
Yeah, so a few factors are at play. One is the unwind of various carry trades and growth, which has been struggling a little bit. And when you look at Bitcoin's correlation with the NASDAQ, it's at a 2-year high. It's well below the highs that we had in kind of late 2022, but it's a 2-year high. The second reason is there are forced sellers in the market. The German government has sold all of its Bitcoin, $2 billion worth. The US government is selling Silk Road related coins. There are 2 major bankruptcies where creditors have just been paid out. That's Mt. Gox and Genesis. So with all this forced selling behind us, and this is a typical seasonal pattern where Bitcoin tends to struggle in the kind of 1 to 3 months after the halving, which was in April, and right pre-election, as the market comes to grips with whatever candidate wins, we're in for 4 more years of reckless fiscal policy. The history is that Bitcoin really hits its stride at that point. So we're buyers here. We think it recovers.
So can you connect the dots for us right now? Given everything you've said, the AI trade on this particular move is linked to the power usage and the conversion factor and how to actually make that work. I would argue if you look at a stock like NextEra Energy on the utility side, that has been a derivative AI play as well on this. How do you connect those dots simply about the AI trade versus the Bitcoin miners?
The data center companies are trading at north of 30 times, $30 million per megawatt of electrical capacity that they control, $30 million. The Bitcoin miners are trading at $3 million, right? So now it's not a complete one-for-one transition. They need to find customers. They need to buy the GPUs or have someone else buy the GPUs and install them. But there is an enormous arbitrage. And the companies that have been most aggressive on this year to date, Core Scientific, TeraWulf, Iris Energy, those are the stocks that have outperformed. We just had another one after the bell at 4 p.m. today, BTBT, $700 million AI deal. Our hunch is that as more of these Bitcoin miners make these announcements, those will be the stocks that outperform because it brings their cost of capital down.
All right. It's an interesting trade for sure. Matthew, thank you very much for bringing that to us here. We appreciate it.
Van Eck are buyers at these levels, and guess what, guys? So am I. That's what I've been saying this whole time. Check this out. All you Democrat supporters out there, Kamala Harris wants to tax unrealized crypto gains. If you don't know what that means that if you hold crypto and let's say your portfolio pumps and you don't sell anything, you still got to pay taxes on money you never cashed out on, right? So you want to vote for that? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not what I call a good candidate. Mt. Gox distributed another 12,000 Bitcoin to trustees. They only have 20,000 left. Now, before you panic, understand that this whole time they've been distributing Bitcoin to trustees, and there's been very, very, very minimal sell pressure from Mt. Gox trustees who have been getting their Bitcoin back. And I said that to you guys, these stupid hiccups. I said that to you guys for weeks before they started distribution, right? I told you guys that most of the people who are owed Bitcoin from Mt. Gox are hodlers. They're not just going to sell before the market goes parabolic. That doesn't make sense, right? So I don't know. Well, I wasn't worried about that at all. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, guys. BlackRock now holds 1.67% of all Bitcoin that will ever exist. And that's just in a few months, guys. Imagine 1 or 2 cycles from now, how much Bitcoin BlackRock's going to hold. That's why you got to buy, and hodl, right? What else do we got going on here? Check it out, guys. Bitcoin's tumble below 50K was due to overreaction from short-term holders. So Bitcoin's drop below 50K mark was a result of short-term holders losing their cool and panicking. These folks, who are newer to the game, couldn't handle the heat and started dumping their coins at the first sign of trouble. The irony is Bitcoin's dominance in the market is stronger than ever, but the actions of these jittery traders created unnecessary chaos. Glassnode data shows that since November of 2022, Bitcoin has climbed its way from 38% of the market share to 56%. Meanwhile, Ethereum stablecoins and altcoins have seen their shares shrink. Ethereum's share slipped from 16.8% to 15.2%, while stablecoins plummeted from 17.3% to 7.4%. Altcoins didn't fare much better, dropping from 27.2% to 21.3%. Let's break it down. Capital keeps flowing into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoins, even though the market has generally shrunk since March's all-time high. Only about a third of the trading days saw more money coming in than usual, but that's still a decent sign. What's interesting is the shift in buy-side versus sell-side metrics. These numbers tell us where money is moving, whether people are buying more stablecoins or selling off their Bitcoin and Ethereum. When the market hit that all-time high, the pressure to sell started to ease for the first time since June of 2023. We saw bullish movements with the net inflows of around 91.8 million per day. But the damage was already done by short-term holders who got spooked and started offloading their assets. Glassnode says this overreaction is a textbook case of why these holders need to chill out. Long-term holders, on the other hand, have been making bank. See, that's what I've been saying to you guys, right? Only jittery newbies sell when things get a little bit scary. The rest of us bank, man. We bank that's, they've been cashing in a steady rate of $138 million in profit every day, balancing out the supply and demand. This has kept the market from totally collapsing, but it also kept prices relatively flat. When you look at the realized profit loss ratio, the long-term holders, you see that they're still doing all right. But even if they started to slow down on taking profit during the all-time high, the metric was through the roof, similar to what we saw in previous market peaks like 2013 and 2021. It's cooled off now, which is good because it means we're not headed straight into the bear market like 2017, 2018, when everything went to hell. Long-term holders are still sitting pretty. With an average profit margin of around 75%, their spending has slowed down, which means they're holding on to their coins instead of selling them off in a panic. This hodling behavior is a big deal because it shows that these investors believe in Bitcoin's long-term value. The short-term holders are feeling the heat right now. The short-term holders' market value realized STH-MVRV ratio has dipped below the 1.0, meaning most of these recent buyers are sitting on losses. Normally, during a bull market, you'd expect a brief dip like this, but if it drags on, it can trigger a full-on panic selling. That's exactly what we've been seeing. The expectation of sell-off grows as these short-term holders start realizing their losses. The spent output profit ratio for this group has also dipped below the 1.0, confirming that a lot of these coins are being sold at a loss. So these panic sellers are selling at a loss, while the rest of us who are DCAing are scooping up their losses. We're scooping up those gains at lower prices, baby. That's what we do. Let's go have a look over at the crypto bubbles, see what's going on. Pow. Maddox having a decent little run, 5% today. BTC is back at 59.3. Jasmy is down 2.2%. Mobile, Miri is down. Miri is up, sorry. Kaspa's down 2.6%. I would like to see Miria take a fall here. All right, what else do we got? Solana, $143. We got some good opportunities, guys. Good opportunities to top up some bags. NXRA, I don't know if that's going to come back after 2 exploits, man. That sucks. Turbo. It's turbo time. Casper, 1 cent, 2.6. Nice. Some good opportunities, no matter how you slice it, guys. So hopefully you guys are DCAing, scooping up the dip. Let's check out the Dixie. You guys are going to love this. Look at this. Boom. Look at the Dixie. Complete collapse, guys. Where did I say it was going to go? 1 cent one? Why, thank you. That's what I told you, right? We call this, baby. We call this. If you want to know how to do that, guys, join the Patreon because we do technical analysis training over there. We told you guys way up here at the double top, we were going to see a collapse all the way back down to that 1 cent one level. We still got a little bit further to go to get there. But since then, guys, the DXY has collapsed. Since the top, it's collapsed 5%. That's a lot for the DXY, right? It's not, you have to understand, it's different than crypto, right? So 5.05%, that's quite a bit, guys. Quite a bit on the dollar. But we saw this coming. We talked about it. We finally collapsed below this support level. Down we went. We called it. If we have a look over at Bitcoin's chart, we're just trying to break out of this bull pennant we got this a descending channel we have going on here, guys. We're just trying to break out of it to the upside. As you can see, we went all the way to the upside. We went up to the 30-day SMA, rejected off of it, and came back down into this pattern. Another break to the upside, retesting, and we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. If we can continue pushing upwards here, guys, we can get let me get rid of this first. We can get our golden cross. If we can bring these buggers back together again, just like we had the death cross here. But you know, the death cross is a lagging indicator. I did a breakdown video on the Patreon about explaining the death cross. Again, guys, we do technical analysis training with it. You got to check it out. But Bitcoin's looking good right now, guys. Looking pretty bullish. Love to see that. This I just thought was hilarious, so I wanted to show you guys. Check it out. Look at this. I gotta remove this this chat here. Look at how to respond when Jasmy's price action isn't to your liking. A, blame Jasmy. B, blame Hara. C, sell at a loss. D, DCA and HODL. You make the choice. DCA and HODL, baby. DCA and HODL. Right, and what else do we got here? We got a Jasmy article, and then we'll get back into the chat. So Jasmy's price prediction: bull rally ignites as exchange liquidity dries up. All right, Jasmy's price bullish comeback on Monday and Tuesday reflects momentum across altcoins, even as majors such as Bitcoin and Ethereum struggle below key resistance levels. The cryptocurrency originated from Japan, aims to democratize data through IoT and blockchain. Jasmy seeks to control users' personal data, allowing them to monetize information. Compliance with Japanese regulators gives Jasmy a competitive edge. My eye is itchy. So Jasmy's price hovered slightly above 2 cents, not 20 cents. That's a typo. During the American session on Tuesday, in addition to the bullish technical structure on-chain insights from sentiment signaled stronger fundamentals. The chart indicates a notable decline in Jasmy's supply held on exchanges from 12.1 billion tokens in February of 2024 to now only 10.42 billion. There's only 10.42 billion Jasmy left on exchanges, guys. That's how much is left to buy. That's 1/5. 1/5 of the max supply is all that's left to purchase. You understand that, right? Supply and demand. This suggests a tightening supply, potentially reducing downward pressure on Jasmy's price. On the other hand, supply outside the exchanges is rising to 10.36 billion. Jasmy affirmed that investors have high hopes for IoT tokens' ability to recover and post commendable gains in the weeks and months ahead. In other news, all eyes are on the Federal Reserve ahead of the central bank's Chair Jerome Powell's speech at Jackson Hole, synonymous in Wyoming. Experts do not expect Powell to deviate from his remarks from July's FOMC meeting. However, he is likely to emphasize the decision the Fed officials to cut interest rates in September, a move that could significantly benefit risk assets like stocks and crypto. Jasmy's price will increase alongside other altcoins, and Bitcoin's price if Powell's speech appears appeases investors who decry low liquidity and global markets. A 4-hour green candle is poised to push Jasmy above the trendline resistance, increasing the probability of a movement to 2 cents, 5, and even 3 cents. The Bollinger Band squeeze is in the short-term range, indicating an upcoming breakout. Contracting Bollinger Bands is a precursor to increase volatility and a potential breakout in either direction. Bullish outcomes is highly feasible, with Jasmy's holding above the 20-day and the 50-day exponential moving averages. After a breakout and retest of the trend line, more buy orders will follow, with stop losses placed slightly below the same levels to manage risk. Traders will look forward to potential targets at the 200-day SMA at 2 cents 3.5, 2 cents 6, and 3 cents even. Traders must be open to breakouts on either side. Signal, the Bollinger Bands, we know. So on the low end, if we went down, we'd go to 1 cent 9 or 1 cent 5. But I think a break to the upside is in the cards, guys. Like I said, above the 200-day SMA, up to that 3 cent level. So we could go as high, according to this, we could go as high as boop, 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 right about here. We could go right about there. We'll break back above all 3 SMAs, and we'll see what happens from there. And you guys are not even looking at the same thing as me. Let me show you. There we go. Right up here. We could go this high. But we'll see what happens. We will stay on top of it. Okay, let's get back into the chat, see what's going on. Tara, no sound. Yes, Mary. Hey, Rob and Jasmy family. What's up? What's up? Les, all good. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Juicy Jasmy. Beebs in the house. What's up, Scam? Good to see you, brother. X marks the spot. Everyone order a Lamborghini for the blow-off top. I actually looked into that, X marks the spot. And you know that you can't actually order a new Lamborghini from the manufacturer until 2026. Because everything that they have that they're in manufacturing right now is all pre-sold. Core Scientific Cores. Danny, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man, listening while working. I hope everyone's doing great tonight. Having a great time, Danny. Having a great time, buddy. A little late. No push-ups here. Doug, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good evening, good evening. Boomer's in the house. What's up, broski? Ty, what's up, man? Been struggling with deciding to still with Beam or converting over to Render. I'll have less tokens, but Render will probably be one of those strongest plays this run. Well, I mean, it depends on a few things, right? Are you in the red or are you in the green when it comes to Beam, first of all? Second of all, you have to take into consideration that the market cap on Render is probably significantly higher than it is on Beam. So the potential ROI is probably not as great. But Render is they're both fantastic tokens. They're just different narratives, right? You've got Beam being your Web3 gaming, and you've got Render being your one of your top AI plays, right? So that's a tough choice, brother, but you got a lot to consider when making that decision. Havoc, good to see you, man. Good to see you. A2DG, packing my bags, brother. Good to see it, man. Good to see it. My bullish on Brett. I am bullish on Brett. However, for full transparency, I do not hold any Brett. Les, hey Rob, what's your price prediction for Jasmy next August? See how close you are. Next August? Oh man, $1.05. Of course, liquidity is going to dry up because we're buying them up. Exactly, Momo. Isaac, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Beebs, Rob, I see Michael Sutton of KASPA announced 10 blocks per second coming in the first. Yeah, I was actually going to do a video on that this morning, but I got distracted. Bruno, what's up, buddy? Bullish on Core Scientific, Core's mining company out in Austin, Texas. I'll have to look into that, buddy. I will have to look into that. WF Capital, what's up, man? Good to see you, fam. Good to see you. Wow. Everybody's showing up. Good to see it, man. Good to see it. If you're new here, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. So we got through all the news, guys. That would be great. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. All right, guys. So we got through the news. We're caught up all in the chat. So we're going to wrap it there. And yeah, sorry, I'm waiting to hear back. I got a message back for a couple of messages back from the Onyx Coin team. So I'm just trying to read about it or read the responses right now. So you'll have to bear with me. Like I said, I reached out to their Telegram because I hadn't heard anything back on their X account yet. So I'm trying to get one of the team members for XCN on the channel for an interview. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I will keep you guys updated on it. Verasity. Yes. What about Verasity, my brother? I love Verasity. Fantastic. I just talked about Verasity the other day. I think day before yesterday. Just telling people about what exactly it is that they do. So Verasity, guys, they do ad fraud detection, right? So really briefly, let's say you own a restaurant and your competitor's restaurant is sending bots after your ads, your marketing. Because what happens when you pay for marketing is you're paying per view, right? So let's say you're paying for 1,000 views per day, right? So competitors will send bots after your ads. So what happens is those bots will eat up views that you get charged for, right? So let's say you get hit with 200 bots hit your ad. Well, now you're only getting 800 views on your ad instead of 1,000 when you're paying 1,000. Well, Verasity does ad fraud protection. So it detects bots that are trying to attack your ads and prevents you from wasting money on marketing in that way, right? So it's a very unique use case that I definitely am very bullish on. So this switches back to American. Yeah, very bullish on Verasity for sure. Have I ever considered mining KASPA or just happy buying? I've considered mining KASPA, but I mean, their rigs are probably way too expensive by now. I don't know. I mean, do you know how much they cost? Like, I don't even know how much one of their rigs costs now. I know when it first came out, they were affordable, but now they're probably thousands and thousands of dollars, no? What do you think we will see altcoins going up in price? Honestly, man, probably I mean, probably near the end of the year, right? We're going to start to see the market we'll slowly start to see it through this fourth quarter. We'll see it slowly creep its way up, but we're not going to see like the parabolic gains until next year, right? Ultra bullish VRA. Yes, definitely ultra bullish on Verasity. 100%, man. 100%. All right, guys, I am exhausted, so I am going to go lay down for a little bit. I'm going to relax. I will be back tomorrow for an early morning live stream, so I'll see you guys then. I'm going to wake up, do a live stream, hit the gym, go to work. So that's the plan tomorrow. So I will see you guys then. As always, guys, thanks. Jump over to the Patreon, guys. We're booking one-on-ones. We're doing crypto giveaways over there now. Price prediction videos, technical analysis training. The general chat, the live chat is opened over there too. So definitely get over to the Patreon, guys. The link's in the description. And I will see you guys later.